Hello and welcome back to episode 3 of Oops, I Messed Up. And today I am going to talk about something that's potentially a bit controversial in the fitness industry, but also I'm going to share a very personal experience of this that really impacted me. So when I first started coaching, I signed up with a business mentor, which is a really big thing in the coaching space. It's basically a coach for coaches. And this mentor told me that the only way I could market online coaching was to post before and after pictures. And by that, he meant those pictures that are all over the internet of people in their underwear. And it will be somebody in their underwear, normally under really unflattering bathroom lighting, normally in underwear that's not particularly flattering or like doesn't look particularly great on them. Normally first thing in the morning, because we're always told to take our progress pictures first thing in the morning. And the after picture will either be a photo shoot picture, which I will come on to, or will be a picture of somebody like in their underwear, like looking slimmer. And I have my own experiences of progress pictures before I started coaching. I worked with one particular coach who when I signed up, I asked him, I don't want my progress picture shared on the internet because I have a career like that. They will do, like, people will do searches on me, people will look me up, and if people find like my name associated with it, they're going to notice me. But also, like, technology is advancing, they could do a face like image search. I don't want them finding pictures of me in my pants on the internet. This coach, after I'd left working with him, shared those pictures. I didn't realise, because I'd left working with him, I hadn't enjoyed my experience with him at all. And this led to a colleague finding them, an older male colleague, which caused some pretty uncomfortable conversations at work, but also some bigger sort of personal challenges just in terms of how it made me feel. It was quite a violating feeling to have pictures of you shared on the internet. This is nothing like, sharing like explicit images. It was me in like my underwear, not posing sexually or anything, but they were still quite revealing pictures of me on the internet that I didn't particularly like. But when I started coaching, I asked permission from my clients to share these sorts of pictures, and I did share them, and I hated doing it. It was so uncomfortable. It was so not me in any way. I hated doing it. But I was told it was what I had to do to grow my business. And in many ways, I did grow my business off of posting it. But I don't think I grew my business in the way I wanted to, because I think because I was posting those pictures, I think it was clear in that sort of content that I was uncomfortable in posting it. And I think that put people off. I now never share those sorts of underwear pictures, the ones with the horrid lighting and the before picture that's always like really deeply unflattering and it makes you cringe, because it's completely against everything that I'm about. And having been through that experience of having it shared myself, I know that it's not what any professional woman wants or needs. No one needs their boss or their colleagues or their clients finding those sorts of images on social media. And the other thing that I linked to this, the other thing that I was pushed to do that I didn't really do, I did it once, was to encourage clients to do photo shoots. Now, I've done photo shoots from a fitness perspective because it helps me market my business and because I enjoy doing them. But it's such a trend in the fitness industry at the moment. I'm going to go off on a rant here. It is such a trend in the fitness industry at the moment for people to take like a normal client, somebody who is a professional woman, has a job, and encourage her to do a photo shoot naked, like in her underwear in a gym. It's such a weird thing to do. Like, you will never do that in any other business, in any other industry. And I speak to people now who have done those photo shoots with coaches and who are really uncomfortable with the images that were taken because it doesn't feel like them. It feels like they were pushed. They're not images they're ever going to post anywhere or share anywhere. If you enjoy doing those sorts of photo shoots, then great. I'm probably not the coach for you. I've done them. I enjoy doing them because for me it helps me to showcase my physique, and for my business it's beneficial. I'm probably not going to do one ever again, if I'm honest, because it just doesn't align with me and my business and what I want to do anymore. But that's a little bit of a sidebar just on photo shoots. There is a life lesson in all of this, and that is that if it feels wrong, it probably is wrong for you. When you make a change, when you go to do something different, it's common for there to be a degree of friction. It's normal, for example, like when you are making a change and doing something different, there'll be an element of you kind of wanting to pull back, or like, oh, no, I don't really want to do that. You know, it's normal. Our brains like what they're used to. But when you have that gut feeling of, no, this feels wrong, this doesn't sit right with me, your brain is telling you something. And a big lesson for me over the last couple of years is actually learning to listen to my gut and to differentiate between that feeling of friction of like, oh, this feels uncomfortable because it's change and change is hard, and that feeling of, no, this is wrong, I need to do something different. And it's one of the reasons that I've created More to Life, to be honest, is that there was a lot of friction in my business that was coming from a gut feeling of me going, no, this isn't right for me, this isn't how I want to run my business. And I've got a lot better at listening to my gut recently. And it's why within More to Life, to be honest, like I will never market those before and after pictures in that format. We actually have within the program a wins dashboard that allows you to pick how you want to measure your progress. Progress pictures might be a part of that, taking pictures every week. And it's something that from a coaching perspective is quite useful. Like from my perspective, coaching a client when it comes to fat loss, it's a great way to visually see what's happening and to understand things. And I have a skill set to read those pictures in a way that like a normal person might not, because I look at these sorts of pictures regularly as part of my job. But what I will never ever do as part of someone's progress pictures is then post that picture on the internet, on my stories or on my feed. I will never do it, because I don't want that to be how I market my business and what people think success is. Because for my business, success is not a picture of you in your holy M&S pants. It's the picture of you out there, like living your life, having a great time, drinking nice wine, going on holiday, feeling really great in your clothes. I do share kind of before and after images in my business. I guess you could say they are sort of before and afters, but they are clients out there doing stuff, living their life, doing things, you know, at parties, dressed up, having fun. That's the most important thing. And what I really want you to take from this episode is, if something feels wrong, it probably is wrong. Listen to your guts. Like, don't let that feeling hang around. Don't do things that feel uncomfortable. It's important that you listen to what your gut is telling you, because it's probably right.